spot. Before I get pop, I basically pay for amigo. I drop and be fighting all day. I'd rather be judged by 12 in the box than a robber with a grudge and 12 in the spot. Before I get pop, I basically pay for amigo. I drop and be fighting all day.
From the LONGBEACH, where young lopes like me smash visiting fakes. Pump your brakes, you plotting on coming here serving. We pull up like the Jakes in a tinted black Suburban. Guns start emerging from the SUV. A blind man can see that you gon' D.I.E. That's a B.I.G. I fear no get back like you. I feel my hood, the toughest on the map, and I'm extra. Out with my banging, coming through swinging with the gray flag hanging so extra. I love set tripping and anything slipping on the turf. I'm chipping my driver with no L's. Before the Glock llama is married to Michelle's like Barack Obama. On my mama, enemigos amped up. I have them in the trauma unit all clapped up. Cause
I'd rather be judged by 12 in a box.
Okay, alright. Who are, with all the young new artists that are out today, your Kendrick Lamars that are out there, who would you guys like to work with once you begin putting the new Eastsidaz project together? Who are some of the young artists out there you wish to work with? Any idea? I see you scratching your eyes, no comment.
Yeah, what that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I know I want.
That means you don't want to work with none of these young artists,
It's not for me.
We talking about, yeah, of course. Yeah, man, I don't even think they know half the people that we gonna work with on Underwent because, you know, most of them is unheard. But, shit, not really, you know, everybody doing their own thing. We just don't make the brand of music that most people make. You know, we got our own sound, we got our own way of seeing things, you know what I mean, that you know, that's only organic to where we come from, you know what I mean, and people can try to, you know, spit it and relay it like we do, but it's going to be a lot of points they just, you know, there's going to be codes of conduct that they don't know how to, you know, really display that's like, oh no. Because if he was like that, he would never do that. So people expose themselves really. All you gotta do is sit back. You ain't gotta really talk about nobody. Nothing. You just do you the best you can. You put everything behind doing you. And when people recognize you and dig what you're doing,
You run into us. You get on the record.
You had mentioned that you did say album. I did get that part.
Oh yeah, well no,
I did say album, so I did get that.
I did. Oh yeah, you're right. You got it from my nephew. Yeah, low key the YG.
Oh yeah.
Mando.
He gonna get that.
He gonna be on my album, but I ain't asked Gold yet because we just caught up about an hour ago. Yeah, I ain't really read that. Yeah, but I would like to get him on the project. You know what I mean? Hey, Lo. He vicious. He vicious. Hey, he vicious. I could never take that from him because, I mean, song for song, he can stick around with me for a long time. I got a big catalog. So, yeah, I respect that.
He really looks up to you, too. He really looks up to you.
Yeah.
A lot of respect.
He handling this region right now, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
So, you know. It really ain't many that I've been really paying attention to, but like you say, I did the Lonely State of Mind mixtape, and I got the Lonely State of Mind compilation album. Both of them got like 23, 24 songs on it. So I was in there recording. You know, I had the music grinding going on. You know, being my little homie, you know. I said I wasn't gonna say his name to get the police to run this shit. So I ain't gonna say his name. I thought I would call him a little iceberg, you know, with him and I got a couple more homies that were vicious on that mic, you know, JJ88, you know, B.I.G.P, G-Look, P. McGee, Spanky Dang got Snoop's son on there. You know, he do that hippie rap, you know. But yeah,
I've heard a couple of his stuff.
yeah, he's stoned down the game. That's my nephew. Yeah, you know, Superfly got down on there with us, Crooked Eye.
Will they also be on the new project? Some of the same ones? You mentioned also some of the unknown artists. Are these some of the same ones that will you'll run again on the new album?
Well, I'm hoping that, judicial system, come with a new angle to where, some of the brothers can find their freedom, because they holding on to a good tight up in there. But a lot of them is really behind that wall. We did that whole project behind the wall on the HTC Thunderbolt with a top rhyming box. And it sound better than niggas shit that been out here for 10, 15, 20 years. Blowing that shit off the wall. They'll see and they get it all the state of mind that they say.
Just to ask you real quick, just comment on this real fast. Speaking about the West Coast news you brought up, was there anybody that you would like to work with that's up to date? Wow. I understand that, I know that the original is a gangster rap. I know that because I've been around, not around since, but I've been around long enough to know that it's changed dramatically. The style, the what they talking about, what they, everything has changed dramatically. Are you looking to bring it back to its roots? You know what I'm saying? To bring everything in full circle again. You know what I'm saying? To bring it back to its roots.
That's a good way to lay it out there, yeah. That's exactly what I intend to do. That's exactly what I intend to do.
Do you feel you all got what you need? I mean, you guys got, the people and the folks to, to take it to that level and bring it back to, that which.
You mean, when you say the people, what do you mean the people on the label?
On the album, I'm saying like the individual. Okay, I know you good for this. We got the, you guys got to count that and bring that back to that.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of missing that a little bit.
We don't really do favors like that. That's why I'm not really looking to hop over the, the hot new artist stuff and all that. We not, it's not something that makes us who we are. So we have a different focus. You know what I mean? Some people might want to spit gangster shit, and some people might be able to take it back to the roots. You know what I'm saying? As far as their knowledge of it and everything, but they just don't have that accessibility, or they just don't have that level of appeal, or they just don't have that drive and that motivation to really push themselves to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed us to already be exposed to the world for who we are and for what we do, and 10 years later you can still look at it and be like, damn, you know what? I ain't never heard nothing bad about that dude, and I ain't never heard nothing bad about that dude. So we gonna pay attention to them because they got credibility, they got credentials, they can be motherfucking vouch for the shit that they say. Oh yeah, man, motherfucker talking about doing this shit. Yeah, he do that shit. You know what I mean? So then once people know that you genuine, I don't give a damn. You can make the biggest, most beautiful diamond ring, a man-made stone, and people can look at it and love it. You take a real diamond half that size, a real chick gonna take that real diamond.
Right. Well, I think that what you're doing or what you're saying, I cut you up, but that's what makes music authentic. I look at it like oldies. Oldies and Sharon, I was talking about that earlier. Right. Oldies back in the day, you can feel that music. They can really sing. No synthesizers. They didn't need no extra added stuff to their voice. It was authentic. So that's all you can feel it. So when I do listen back to the Dog Pound or the Eastsidaz, that's my roots. That's when I'm coming up. I feel different about that. I bob my head a little different. Tap my foot a little different. You feel me? Exactly. My vibe is different off of that, and I do feel that it needs to go back to that. To where what y'all was doing. Bring some air back in the West Coast.
Well, the new millennium kicked in 2000. So from '97 to 2000, it was a whole twist.
Wow.
And it was, that right there was gonna tell you what was gonna happen. If you was watching what was going on, seeing what was going on, that's how we take it back. We just do what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And if it comes to a time where, we got to do it to like, me and D got a half of a song where it sound like this, and the other half of the song is for the other people. You know what I'm saying? Are we all going to do this together, or we just going to do what we going to do because we don't want to collide it with nothing that ain't what we do. It don't make sense. Why water it down? That ain't how we got here.
Some people just can't take the pressure of realism today. You know, a lot of people want
So
you
they
to
gonna go with
sugarcoat.
what's on the radio. They gonna switch
Yeah.
their style.
Exactly.
They gonna be trendy.
Yeah, they want you to sugarcoat it a little bit, and if you can't give it to them, then, you know, they try to find other ways to shut it down, like the radio stations and things like that.
Ball hogging.
Yeah, I would really love to see the strategy that you guys are going to take in movement and marketing that you're going to take as far as getting past the radio and how they feel about gangster music today. I love it.
Well, we can have fun with it, though.
Oh, yeah.
We can have fun with the music because really gangster music is just something that it just speaks from a culture.
Right.
You know, I mean, while you do have the, you know, the violence, you know, whether it's shooting or fighting, jumping on the set, you know, initiate somebody or what have you, you still had them lovely barbecues in the park. You know what I'm saying? You still had them, you know, the homegirl braiding your hair on the steps. You know what I'm saying? You still have, you know, the pop sitting at home, you know, while his girl going to work, he's sitting at home with all 3 or 4 kids and he can't go in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't leave his kids in the house. And it might be on outside, but he doing his fatherly duties and the homies accept what he doing. They like, damn, we know he the homie, you know he get out, but he got to stay there and take care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? But you have all that. You have all that to draw from the experiences of the gangster culture. You know what I mean? It ain't just about shooting and drive-by killing and guns and dope and all that. You know what I mean? It's beauty to it. Motherfuckers loving their mama, you know, not seeing their mama while they sitting in the LP, you know what I'm saying? And she can't get no transportation to come up there and sing on the weekend, so he feel like don't nobody love him and all that. I mean, we got him, we go through real shit, you know what I'm saying? But we just have a different way of expressing it, and the way we expressing it in an aggressive fashion, and it's just like we don't give a fuck. That just make people look at it like, damn, that's bad music. Some people like that's bad music, but those who want to know, those from the beautiful woman like yourself, accomplished lady, you know what I mean? You hear the music for what it is because you relate to what we talking about because you know that you got a son, you got a cousin, you know that been in that life. There's somebody close to you. Your homegirl had a man who was going in and out the pen. Or you feel me? So you understand that. But for those that don't understand it, to them it's music and it can be scary to them or it can be intriguing to them at the same time.
I like that. That's right. That is real talk right there.
So them the only people we want to attend to. I was the one that understand.
Let's get into this book right here.
I'm gonna talk about this book right here because I was actually around when this book was manifested, and, you know, it took
Yeah, right. And you were just talking about that real talk, and that's what's going on in this book for those that haven't had the chance to read it and really need to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, Anthony, who co-authored it with me, Anthony Barrow, you know, he's a real astute and driven young brother, and that's somebody who you can look at and be like, man, these prison walls is not slowing him down, holding him down, and making him doubt himself in no shape, form, or fashion. You know, and you know, he took a lot of chances to do what he had to do to be successful in his endeavors, but at the same time, everybody got to make some kind of sacrifice. You know, you don't get to, you don't really understand pleasure without knowing some kind of pain. You know what I mean? But he's a real dude, and I seen that he was really driven in bringing that to life. He just had a few chapters written, and he really wanted me to go over and edit them, and then do the foreword for him, and or do a blurb for him initially. So I was like, he started sending them, and I was making little corrections and, you know, adding little shit to it. And he was like, man, shit, well, let me finish writing this motherfucker. I wasn't doing nothing. I was on the yard full of weirdos, medicated out, you know. I was, yeah, CMC, they would toe up, they would toe back. So I'm like, cool, send me the manuscript. So he would strike, and I would put it in book speak and, you know, twist it here and there. And, you know, ironically, at the end of the book, when we finished writing the book, they called my cellie out to cell, Joe Dog, and he slid me something, and he going out all the time. They got a sting they finna snatch him and book him. They tell him like he going to work. So I'm not knowing, I'm correcting the last chapter on the book. I got it sitting on my leg with a big old board on my leg. And when he handed it to me, I put it in my sock now. And Dopey, he had gave me some shit, so I had that in my sock. So I got this board on my lap and all this shit on my sock, and then three of them come get me. Three of them come get me. I can't get my sock. I can't run to the toilet through all this board off. I'm like, I ain't just. So I'm thinking it ain't that much. So yeah, they took me in there and left me in the hole for 8.5 months. Gave me a case, a distribution. I had got a visit for like a year. They gave me a distribution case, took me to court, and gave me 2 years consecutive. And it cost me $11,000 just to make that happen. For less than a gram of weed. Something the police will tell you to crush under your feet out.
Like I was just telling her, I believe that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we might not understand why it happens, but it's a purpose behind it all. And I remember talking to you and the whole hey, man, tell her, the whole line going to grab you, run people, grab you for you and all that in the hole. And ultimately, you know what I'm saying, ironically, you ended up being on New York. Coming from that situation to New York, which allowed you to do that and everything else. So so that's a blessing. That's a good thing that probably came from that. But I want to kind of get back to the film. I went to the book to actually get to the film, right? Because just like music, authenticity is in the person and then in your creation. So if you're authentic, if you're a real dude and you rapping about it, then it's gonna come out different. People gonna hear it different. Same in books. The same in film, because y'all really lived it. People really lived it, so you can't tell me nothing about it, but I really did. It's not fake, you can't paint it on me, you feel me? So, by that being so, I think that from the music to the books, the film gotta be the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Really sitting down, coming together, really putting, folks' heads together and really get something going, cracking on the TV screen as well. You know what I'm saying? Taking it to the next level. I know music is the first level, but I would love to see you do something. More of this, more books. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can write Goldie, co-author or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And do some films as well. Take it to the next level too. I would love to see that because I know you got the mind for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, part 2, thank you for saying that too, right? I know you mean it. I know you're sincere. I appreciate that. Part 2, we just finished the cover art for it, and I just have to edit. I just have to edit it, and that's a wrap. We got that coming out. Then we got a paper hanging about Defrauded Bank by Newman Bridget. He wrote 3 novels. Yeah, he wrote like 3 novels dealing with how to pass checks and get paid. The whole system, the whole scheme. But he wasn't detailing it. He told it like from the story of the person who was actually getting the game and living it. So he made that unique. And I got a book about hydro homicide. It's about this jacking crew of Crips and Bloods out of LA. And their loyalty is more to their jacket game than to their actual set.
I think I might have read a snippet of that.
Okay.
A little bit of that. I think he gave me a little more of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more books coming because you still got the unforeseen.
They got to kill you now.
I ain't gonna. I should go full length unforeseen. That shit right there. No.
Yeah. You got so many books, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of books that you got to read.
Have money. Shout out to Dope. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Anthony Barrow. Yeah, what's up, Dope Sack? Yeah, told you I was gonna be sitting at the table with the book, boy. Yeah. With the book. Los Angeles Times too.
Los Angeles Times. You guys have kind of combined them together, the 3 books, The Unforeseen, You Never Saw It Coming, and The Streets Ain't Gonna Cry. How are people able to go out and get those and they buy it as a package together?
No, it's just one story. It's called Los Angeles Times, Urban Tales. It's 3 stories, actually, but it's 1 book.
Okay.
It's 3 stories in one book.
Can you let people know how to get the book? You know what I'm saying? Some people out there, if you don't like it.
Yeah, well, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and I also have, I'm setting up a site now where you can go order this. Matter of fact, it might be in our store. You know what I mean? I might order something for Oscar. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, yeah. What's the site, though?
ThaEastsidaz.com.
Booyah! Booyah!
And if they can't find it, they can always go through Street Motivation. We'll just direct them straight over to the eastsidaz.com.
ThaEastsidaz.com.
Okay, eastsidazshop.com. Okay, so make sure that you guys go eastsidazshop.com. Make sure
And you
get
can
the
look
book.
like me.
All the time.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. You know, I appreciate everybody that read the book, man, and enjoyed it because it really was labor, man. It's not really easy to complete these things, man, to a point where somebody enjoy them all the way through. It's like a record. You know, you got a lot of filler songs these days, but they might say something fly right here and then say some nonsense, you know, and go out of the song, out of the verse on some nonsense. You be like, what was that?
Because they got
You know?
tired, couldn't think no more.
Exactly.
They just rushed through it.
Whole album.
Yeah, just got done with it. That's why a lot of people are now, if you guys have noticed, they're just making 2 verses. Have you noticed that? 2 16 bars, and then they're ending the songs with that. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. But yeah, it's nobody is really doing three bars as much as
They not
three
storytelling.
verses.
They not storytelling.
Yeah, they get tired on the 3rd one. Let the singer go ahead and sing a nice bridge on
If you
it.
ain't got nothing to say, you shouldn't write. You should just take that time to relax and enjoy everything else, and then come back to writing when you feel like writing. You know, it comes out better. Would you?
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100,000%. Now I know you got something out that's coming out of solos with? You got some solos?
No, I'm not. I'm strictly ES right
All
now.
the time.
And, you know, I waited, so long to try to just to get back at it. You know what I mean?
What's going on with the Do My Thing with the Indian Blue?
Oh, I really did that for Tray Deee.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
but they, Faye wanted something from me, and I said, I'm gonna send it to
You never
him.
told me that. No,
And then you did the free Tray Deee song.
Hold on, is the camera on time? Get my
It was for D, and Faye wanted me to give him something, so I just was playing it one day, and I sent it to him and said, this for D though, man. Listen to it, check it out.
He intercepted me.
He should have kept it and waited for D to come on, but he got my boys over there. He wanted to get the boys off the ground, so it was a blessing for me to get with them.
Favorite entertainment, that's the homie, you know what I mean?
All right.
Indian Blue, D3, you know.
Nothing wrong with that. So you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
doing things here?
I'd rather be judged by 12 in a box than a robber with a grudge and 12 in his block before I